What is up, folks? Scorpio Hot Pockets here
Oh
with
no.
my dear friend CancelAnime and a couple other retards, including a
Hey,
speaker.
that's not very kind. I prefer special.
All right, with our special forces,
Bad.
special forces. Um, Cancel, lay out why you think the A-10 is better than the AC-130.
Because it's Star Wars.
The A-10 is from Star Wars. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't say
All right.
that.
First of all, let's talk about the toughness. All right, you're not gonna get a tougher plane. It literally once lost a wing
Plane.
and made it back. You tell me the AC-130 is gonna do that? Nope. It ain't doing that. I'm sorry, it's not. And I know the argument you're gonna use. You're gonna use can fly. It doesn't need to be tough because it can fly above there. But then you tell me which one is more maneuverable. If it was getting chased by a SAM launch, which plane would you rather have, huh?
Either one. It's the future.
Yeah, I would have the AC-130 because you can mount like radio jammers on it, like really big, powerful. Actually, the radio jammers on the
Okay,
big.
okay. But the AC-130 is less maneuverable. You
Yeah,
will
you don't. But
admit
that's the
that,
thing.
right?
You don't need the maneuverability when you can actually cancel radio jammers.
Mm,
The radio jammers that are put on bombers
those
and
are
large
okay, but
transports.
you shouldn't have to solely rely on those. You need
Cancel. You're not
maneuverability.
relying on those to break the lock of the missile. Those things are so powerful you can actually damage the missile with the
We're
radio
back
jammer.
in Vietnam.
Yeah, exactly. The ones in Vietnam were powerful enough to completely completely get rid of the lock of the SAM. Modern ones
How
are
many B-52s got shot down in Vietnam?
not a lot. In fact, the reason why they were getting shot down is because the Viet Cong or the NVA were spamming missiles at them, and they were flying.
Viet gay.
And yeah, exactly, and they were blind firing them because they couldn't get a lock. Also, because there were literal hundreds of B-52s, and because there was like flak, shitloads of flak, and the B-52s were given like BS orders to come really low.
So back to the topic. What you were saying that what you thought the A-10's role should be going for.
I think Tank Buster works better. Because missiles are about to get a massive nerf because of the hard kill armor protection systems.
But weren't you dissing on the A-10's anti-armor capability earlier?
No, I was saying that in the Gulf War, the A-10's cannon anti-armor capability was subpar. Most of the A-10 tank kills were done by Maverick missiles, which can be fired from F-16s, from F-100
All right, but
aardvarks.
there's no better gun to use against tanks than the A-10s. Let's be real.
I'm actually seriously thinking about trying to adapt a 120 millimeter anti-tank gun and trying to adapt something like that onto a plane and just firing like that from like basically firing the tank cannon from the air, because the recoil on the
All right, so let's go. Okay. I have an idea. So let's go back to how our argument originally started, which is when I brought up that time that a certain Air Force general said that the F-35 and the B-1 Lancer could replace the A-10's close air support capability. You're talking about the AC-130. Not the Air Force general didn't mention those. So let's talk about
well,
that.
I heard that the B1, people want to modify the B1 similar to the AC-130. Basically, have a giant.
I don't think that would work.
Yeah, I don't think that would work either because the properties of the B1, or sorry, the B1.
Now look.
Don't
Okay,
don't
let's
all
talk
line
about
up with
F-35 then if the B-1 won't work.
F-35 might come closer. Again, the cannon,
Yeah.
at least the way things currently are, the cannon is simply not necessary. So at that point, it's pretty much just a platform for missiles.
Now we have to acknowledge that if it was doing close hit, now it probably wouldn't need stealth, but it's stealthy. If you bring up stealth as an advantage over the A-10, that's kind of dumb because if it was doing close air support, it wouldn't have stealth capabilities, or at least it would be severely reduced because of the amount of missiles it would be carrying, most likely.
Yeah,
Because
I feel
you can deck
it may
the
be
shit out of
useful.
those things.
It may be useful against SAMs and interceptors, and if it's fast enough to get away from the interceptors before they're able to get in their heat-seeking missiles, then it could be an advantage. But you're right.
That's true, but the stealth would be diminished greatly.
Well, it only as long as wait, how does it work with the F-35 with the weapons pylons?
Like the F-22, it has bomb bays that open up and bring the missiles out, but you can only fit a certain amount.
Right.
If you want to do close air support, you want to stack the whole thing, and the F-22
but that's the thing though, is like
I don't think the F-22 can actually do that.
No, but the F-35 can. The F-35 can stack
the
missiles.
F-22 is definitely not for close air support.
Right, no, but cancel. It's like when they put the missiles externally, are there like weapons pylons that stay on and ruin the radar signature, or like once the missiles drop, the shape returns back
Well,
to.
they'd fuck up the yeah. The radar cross section would be dramatically increased.
Well, is
So
that only while the missiles are on, or are there certain?
yes. While the missiles are
Well,
out
that's the
there.
thing though. So it's like after the F-35, drops off its
That's true, but the stealth, in my opinion, the stealth would be most important when you're coming in, not
Right.
being
Well,
seen.
this cancel. This is what I'm saying when it comes to close air support and tank busting stuff. There's two major scenarios: low tech, high tech. High tech is going to be SAMs, modern modern day SAMs and
And low
interceptors.
tech is the
Low tech
Taliban.
is So when it comes to low tech, they were switching out the the A-10's typical munitions for the gun because they simply didn't need tank buster rounds. They needed high explosive.
Depleted uranium time.
No, they didn't need that.
No, I'm saying for the tank.
Yeah, for the tanks. So low tech, in my opinion, in low tech, nothing beats the AC-130. Low tech close range support for near peer high tech tank busting. Especially once tanks with hard kill armor systems become common. I think the A-10's cannon might actually
All
become
right,
a
I'm
major.
not going to pretend to be an expert here on this particular issue, but how accurate really is the AC-130 when firing from a long distance like you're describing, which it pretty much always does, compared to the A-10 when doing a traditional gun run?
Well, because the computers and stuff. Because of computers, you're able.
How much? Wait, the guns on there are computer operated or what deal?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I don't. I think they have gunners on there.
No, those are mostly loaders. Even if they do have manual gunners, they
Yeah,
have
I know
compute.
they do.
They even if they do have manual gunners, I'm not 100% sure. I'm fairly certain that they have computers to do the calculations and give you a
Now it all
ballpark.
okay, but it all comes up to the limitations of that versus how accurate can a pilot be on close air support the A-10 up close.
But then cancel. You're also forgetting the firepower of the AC-130. It fires a howitzer high explosive rounds, which is a lot more firepower than 30 millimeter
That's
cannons.
true, but you could argue that for pinpoint air support, when your own troops are literally right next to it, you might want the A-10 because it does.
AC-130. Well, that's the thing. AC-130 also has more precise weapons like 40 and
That's
50.
true, but but the rounds would be far more explosive and dangerous to the nearby troops.
No, they wouldn't. 25 millimeter is smaller than the A-10s. 40 and 50 millimeter are comparable to the A-10, maybe a little
Okay, I
bigger.
didn't know I used 20. Never mind.
Yeah, it's got a wide variety. It also has glide bombs. Might have some missiles as well.
The A-10 has glide bombs.
Right. I mean, at that point, it comes to
I'd
cargo
rather
speed.
launch a glide bomb from an A-10 than
Why?
from an AC-130. Let's be real.
Why?
Because
The AC-130 can
the
carry way more.
A-10 is coming right in. The AC-130 is way up there.
The
Glide bomb.
AC-130 can come. That's the beauty of the glide bomb. You don't have to drop it like a regular bomb. It can cancel. You may not believe me when I tell you this. Glide bombs can glide towards the enemy.
Da da da.
I know.
You've been okay. You've been quiet the whole argument.
Cancel.
Shut up.
You know who you sound like right now? You sound just like Bama fan. Like literally just like Bama fan. And I'm not comfortable with that.
Here's my conclusion. I agree with you on the A-10s going forward with that. But I also still think it has a role along with the AC-130 in close air support going forward. I think they both have a role. I think they both should be used. I don't see why you should phase out either one. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. That's the beauty of low tech is that you can fight low tech with low tech. These guys were arguing that, like, these guys were pointing out that with low tech, you don't need high intensity. That's the problem is that the Air Force was actually suffering with overworking its strike fighters into low tech ground support missions because they're simply not meant for that high intensity, repeat operation schedule.
Yeah, let's use wait,
cancel.
you said strike fighters?
Propeller aircraft with cannons and cluster bombs and rockets like unguided regular rockets. This stuff, which is like a little more than World War II era, maybe with some modern efficient engines and computers and avionics, this is going to work just fine. Not to mention
against low tech.
Yeah, against low tech. Like cancel the A1 Skyraider, which was developed like at the end of World War II, which was used all the way up until Vietnam.
Is that the one that was used in Vietnam?
Yep. It's got 4 20 millimeter cannons, carries bombs, rockets, cluster rockets, can can drop napalm, and it was primarily used for like it was used like if a pilot is downed, and you need to send in the helicopters to rescue them. You would use this kind of this kind. Yeah, you'd use this stuff for like really close in support to suppress the enemy while the helicopters pick them up. So pretty much what you're looking for. This would work just fine nowadays. I mean, obviously you'd want to upgrade it, but like 20 millimeter cannons, unguided rockets, napalm bombs. This stuff ain't gonna change much. Maybe make it automated.
Okay, yeah.
That automated
So
would be
I don't think our arguments are too far different.
right. I'm just saying that
because
the
I
A10
don't want either one to be replaced. I think they
right,
both have
but
a
I feel like
future.
the A10 isn't quite as good, and the A10 is oh god, what is this? And the A10 is a little bit out of its like it's not its main purpose, and thus what the NYC, what's your status? Viva l'impio, le premier impio
We're
France.
recording a video. We're recording a video.
What?
Long live the first French Empire.
Yeah, why? Fuck the French.
Yes.
Fuck them with the guillotine up their ass.
Okay. We are recording a video. Let's continue talking.
Nobody watches my videos. Shut up. Actually,
I watch them. Don't worry about it, man.
Actually, no. Some of my videos do pretty good.
So are we just gonna stop the recording now?
No. We can still talk. So yeah. Close in support. Yeah, but I feel like the A10, its munitions aren't quite as big, and it's a little bit limited because it has to go into that straight run. It can only fire for like a few seconds at a time. Meanwhile, the AC-130 can loiter on for hours.
Well, this is where we have to acknowledge they're just two completely different aircraft.
Right, but that's the thing is we're asking them to do the same task, close air support for the troops.
Yes, and I both think they can do both great, and
well,
I
that's
don't
the thing,
see
though.
why either one should be phased
yeah, but
out.
I'm pointing out that because of the fact that they're different aircraft designed for different things, the AC-130 is better.
Look, it might have a slight edge, but I don't see why either one should be phased out.
I don't think it should be phased out, but I'm thinking, if it comes to the resource, like, I don't think we should be making new Thunderbolts because we don't need them. It's not yet. In fact,
what I would do is just give it a massive, new avionics. I would just personally overhaul. Stick to the design, but just like what they did, the same thing that Boeing did with the FA-18, where they just massively upgraded them.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking either massive upgrade.
They also did the same to the F-15 Eagle.
Yeah, I'm thinking either massively upgrade. No, I don't think they did quite the same.
Funny enough, if anyone here that's watching has played Arma 3, you might know in Arma 3 they have a version of the A-10 that's like stealth. It looks like an F-22 kind of.
Bro, Cat plays Arma 3. Do you play with him?
No.
Bruh, why not? Cat's awesome.
He only does the Halo mod.
Yeah, you guys should subscribe to the Halo Cat. He's really, really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else.
But yeah, okay. So we don't have a huge agreement here. But that was a fun debate. You guys missed out on the best. The best part was what happened before we recorded.
Oh boy, we were getting toxic.
That was funny.
A-10s are trash.
Yeah, guys, make sure to join the Discord server. Link in the description.
Oh boy. Link in the description.
Subscribe to Corporal Hot Pockets. He's almost at 100 subscribers.
Exactly. Speaking of the Discord server, the guys here, I have
They're
no words.
going at it.
They're talking. They're talking right now. It's currently 6. They last talked at 6:11.
This is your fault. You made the server.
I didn't make the server. I should delete the server, shouldn't I? If we don't get 5 people to join in the next
you know
hour,
what we should do? No. We got to do a general chat lockdown. Remember when we did that?
What did we do? Oh yeah, we
lockdown where we locked it down.
No, we didn't. Yeah, we made it so
if these speds keep talking, we gotta lock it down.
Yeah. No, make it so that it's like cool down between each message is like 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's the lockdown.
Or just make the default.
All right. Yeah, but that'll be it, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
All right, let's see.
Also, comment if you want more military.
Yeah, this is what. Okay. So this is when they started talking. Was like at 2:30, and they kept talking until 6. These guys were talking for like hours. Next time they pull this shit, I'm gonna put the lockdown. Also,
did you stop recording?
No. Also, folks, I want to make a movie night where we watch Inception, Friday or Saturday. So, join the server if you want to watch Inception with a bunch of fellow computer nerds. I'm
not a computer nerd.
I'm a nerd on the computer. Also, Halo Infinite. We're gonna talk about Halo Infinite. We're playing Halo Infinite, giving each other tips.
We're not gonna talk about that in the video. That's another video.
No, just in the server. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being
Fuck you.
Thank you.
America. Whatever. Stop recording. Shit. How do I stop the recording? How do I? There we go.